Right. I want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, and double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to you brothers out there doing this work. Real quick, I'm going to get on the topic on the law, statutes, commandments was given unto Israel. So the Lord is only dealing with Israel, which is the so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Now, how do we know that? Through the Spirit. You know what I'm saying? And by prophecy, man. Because what? The curses was put upon you so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So I'm real quick, I'm going to grab Deuteronomy 28:15. It says, "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I have commanded thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee." Right, because when you so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans start breaking the laws of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, the Most High, what he had to do was take you out of that high stature, which, because our people used the rule at a period of time, he took us out of that stature and he put the Edomites over us, man. The Edomites being a so-called white man, which people call these so-called white people white, which the word white goes back to being pure. They're not a pure race, man. They are a wicked race. When you go into Job 9:24, the scripture says, "For I have given the earth into the hands of the wicked." The wicked being a so-called white man, which is the elites of the society, which is the Rothschilds, the DuPonts, the Oppenheimers, the Gettys, the Bilderbergs. It's all of these banker families that's ruling over the earth right now, and they got the earth in a chaotic, wicked, and demonic state of mind, man. You know, these people have full trust in the American society, man, because they believe that you can prosper here. They believe that you can do things as like becoming a singer or a dancer and make millions of dollars, which the Lord ain't dealing with shit like that. Or let me rephrase it. The Lord is dealing with that, but he's dealing with those things on a carnal side. So he's if he have given you riches, he have given you over to Satan, man. What the scripture say? "For I have given you over unto your vile affections." So as much if being of this world is one of your vile affections, then Yahweh Shema Shai have given you over to those things, such as the so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They 2/3 of them have been given over to this way of life, man, which is the American way of life, which is a wicked and abomination life, man. You know, these Edomites allow homosexuals to run rapid. They allow transgenders. You know, they allow women to have sex whatever man they want to. You know, they allow these wicked things that the Lord doesn't allow, man. The scripture says, matter of fact, let me get it. This is 1 Corinthians. You know, I'm just going through the spirit, man. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 14. And 40. I mean, Salakia. I'm in 2 Corinthians. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 40. It says, Salakia, I'm gonna grab where is that scripture at where he said, "For I am not the author of confusion." Right, because the Lord isn't the author of confusion, man. That's these Edomites, man. These Edomites are the author of confusion. When you allowing homosexuality to run rapid, you know, you causing confusion in the minds of the children, man. This is 14 and 33. "For the Most High is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints," which the saints are you Israelites, man. You man that's in his truth, you know. And that's why 2/3 of our people, well, all of Israel has been put out of that captivity, you know, has been put under bondage. And we're still in that bondage right now, man. But it's a more mental thing, man, because your mind already have been broken down here. Israel mind already have been broken and destroyed to make them believe in a so-called white Jesus, man. You know what I'm saying? Which the letter J didn't exist in the Hebrew language, man. You know, when Yahushua was speaking to Paul, he told Paul his name in Hebrew, man. You know. So let me bring this back. This is Deuteronomy 28:15. But if it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I commanded thee this day, that all these curses shall fall upon thee. Now all those curses have fell upon you so-called black Hispanics and Native Americans. Those so-called Jews over there in Israel today, those gutter rats, you know, they're not the Israelites, man. Matter of fact, let me grab this as well, man. This is Revelations 2:9. I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, right? Because you so-called black Hispanics and Native Americans, you in heavy poverty and you in tribulation in the land of your captivity, which is America, aka Babylon, Sodom and Egypt. You know, it says, but thou art rich, right? We're rich. Why? Because we're the children of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. We don't, the men out there in the highways and byways, we don't need the riches of this world, man. We're rich in faith, man, through Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. And we will show that faith by our works, man. It says, but thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, right? Because Hitler, man, going back there in Russia, he was slaughtering them. First, he was pampering them to try to get them to come back into their true nationality, but they didn't want to, man. So Hitler, man, he started slaughtering them, man. You know, he started killing them, and they fled out of there, and they originated over there in Israel, man. That was the land that was given unto us, man. You so-called black Hispanics and Native Americans, and they have taken that land, and they have taken all of our information, and they put it in archives and shit. You know what I'm saying? It says, I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. So come, man. So this is what I want to grab right here, man. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse. Let me see real quick. This is Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee unto Egypt. Egypt is bondage, man. You know, and America is aka Egypt, man. This is let me grab this real quick, man, because his judgment is coming for putting us in captivity. This is Exodus 21:16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hands, he shall surely be put to death. Right, man? Because you so-called black Hispanics and Native Americans, you know, Esau, look what he did to the Native Americans, man. As a matter of fact, you people are celebrating Thanksgiving, which is Thanksgiving, man, because Esau has stole this land by rape, rob, and murder from the Native Americans. He was doing them dirty, man. You know, he was giving them smallpox. He was killing them when they had their babies in their hands and shit. And this Thanksgiving Day, man, this represents how he was taking them down, man. So you're celebrating a day that he took them down, man. You know what I'm saying? That he glorified this day on taking the Native Americans down. So you people are bugged out, man. You have been given over to your vile affections. And your vile affections is the society of America, man. And this place is wicked as all hell, man. You know, but you people are wicked right along with it, man. That's why the Lord is gonna destroy you motherfuckers, man. I'm gonna jump up to 64 real quick. It says, And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. And you people, you so-called black Hispanics and Native Americans that have been scattered abroad these nations, you worshiping all kind of different shit, man. You know, you worshiping this cracker Jesus Christ, you worshiping Buddha, you worshiping Allah, you worshiping all these other things, man. You know, you worship Christmas and shit, you know, Thanksgiving, you know, and more of these wicked days, man. I can't. And Halloween, man, that passed, you know, and you have been scattered among your people, man. But the Lord, when the Lord sent Paul, Peter, you know, John, Matthew, Bartholomew, you know, all the 12 and the other prophets, when he sent them out only to speak unto the children of Israel, not the heathens, because the law, statutes, commandments were only meant for the so-called black Hispanics and Native Americans. Matter of fact, let me grab this real quick. This is Psalms 147 and 19. He says, he showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh. Right, man. So the other nations wasn't given the law, statutes, commandments. The law, statutes, commandments were only given unto you black Hispanics and Native Americans. My point being said is that the Lord is only dealing with you people, man. He's only dealing with his people, but he's really dealing with the chosen that's in the chosen, which is 144,000, that's going to be put through the fiery trials and the tribulations and the sorrows to break them down and build them up to become new men. So real quick, let me grab this. This is Isaiah. Let me see here. So yeah, man, you know, the Lord is only dealing with you so-called black Hispanics and Native Americans. This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their land. Right, man, because the Lord, when you go to, there's a bunch of scriptures on it, but the Lord is going to gather his people out of all these nations, and he's going to place them in their own land. And there's much more that's going to be given unto Israelites, the Israelites, which is you so-called black Hispanics and Native Americans. I believe it's Jeremiah. Yeah, here it is. Jeremiah chapter 32 and 37. Behold, I will gather them out of all countries, whether I have driven them in my anger. And in his anger, he's going to gather us out of these countries. Whether I have driven them in my anger and in my fury and in great wrath, and I will bring them again unto this place, and I will cause them to dwell safely. And they shall be my people, and I will be their power. And I will give them one heart and one way, that they may fear me forever, for the good of them and of their children after them. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them, that I will not turn away from them to do them good, but I will put my fear in their hearts, that they shall not depart from me. Right, because the Lord is going to put that new covenant with this in us, in our inward parts, man, which is the law, statutes, commandments, man. You know, in the kingdom there will be no excuses. You know what I'm saying? So here, brothers have to do what they need to do, which is the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and do this work to their best ability, because the scripture tells you in Judges 5 and 11 to rehearse the righteous acts. So you want to rehearse the righteous acts to the best of your ability. The righteous acts is what? The keeping of the law, statutes, commandments with the best of your ability. The Lord have commanded his men to go out into the highways and byways. The Lord had put the spirit on the apostles to tell brothers to make videos, man. These are commandments that was given unto them for us, man. So you have to look at this thing as being in a a very serious matter, man. You can't look at this thing in any other way, man. You know, this truth, if you're gonna worship the Lord, you gotta worship him in spirit and in truth, man. So you gotta understand the spirit, you gotta understand truth, you gotta understand being spiritual, man. These are key things you have to understand, man. But other than that, man, I believe that I'm gonna go ahead and end it from there, man. I was looking for one more scripture, but I don't know where it's at, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it from there. I'm gonna say all praises and due to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to you brothers out there doing this work in truth and sincerity. I want to say shalom.